Hence I go. I'll get you, Kronos.
Go forth on this next ordeal with my blessing, granddaughter. I have a feeling it shall be a very cold night for our enemies.
I see. Some silver. Onward.
At least you made the awful Typhon's life more difficult last night, my niece. He almost crushed you like a shellfish, didn't he? But you created just enough annoyance that we pushed him back after you ran away, or whatever you did.
Surging on. Hit me then. This old place. All right, fish. Wait.
Whatever lurks within those waters, there remains.
I understand the being you call Typhon presents a significant problem for the Olympians, and now also for you. I had not necessarily expected he and Kronos would join forces. Perhaps this is why I could not detect Typhon's reawakening.
Some nectar.
Just a spider, small and white, with long legs and fuzzy back. I'm a customer. Oh, you're much too kind to me. I'm only doing what anybody would be doing in my place. But you're treating me like royalty. This nectar, I tried a touch of it before. It's too good for flies. Or spiders.
Too good for flies, perhaps, but it's especially for you. A gift of friendship, whose savor only grows the deeper the friendship is. May it warm you on a cold night such as this.
Where have you been lately, my friend? I'd grown so well accustomed to you visiting these woods that when you didn't show up for a night or two, I became a touch concerned is all.
I'm sorry that I worried you. My task requires that I head up to the surface now, as well as down below. It's a big adjustment for me there.
You went that way? I don't so much as miss it anymore where I came from. Well, you must know your way around, but if you need a local's point of view, you need but ask. Enjoy it while it lasts.
It's perfect.
Goodbye for now.
My outfit. That's what you get. Some seeds. Lord Ares, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you, my lord.
I certainly not call our latest battle against Typhon anything close to a victory, yet we were able to repel him finally after your forced retreat. But now it seems he has resumed his slow ascent.
There you are.
We've bigger problems on Olympus than we counted on, I hear. Our worst fears realized and so on. You'd think I'd be more capable of tracking prey that's Typhon size.
You were tracking Kronos, me perhaps. But if it's any consolation, finding Typhon ought to be quite easy at this point. Bringing him down, less so.
I'll take your word for it. My father's much too proud to call me back to aid in our defense. Says I'm still needed here. If he wants Typhon to himself so badly, he can have him. Together we shine. I was never here.
See you.
Diplomatic.
If this was your attempt at humor, know that it was lost on me entirely.
Well, here we go. My chaos curse subsided.
This family and our blasted pride. These constant fights with our own kin.
Adequate.
One more.
This is private property. Deceiving wretches. More coming. Transform. Feels even sturdier.
Ah, yes.
Hecuba, go dig. Well done.
That was quick. Had your fill of Olympus for a while. Surpassing me here must be far less burdensome than having to gouge all of Typhon's eyes.
It's positively pleasant by comparison. But I'll get back to dealing with the father of all monsters soon enough.
Then gather what strength you can in the meantime. For now, the Underworld awaits. But I yet hold the key. Cross flames awaken! Return to Shadow now.
Good find.
You rabble-rousing miscreant again.
The figurine. The hilt. Come on out. into the depths. The air's thick. Won't hurt at all. Coinage. Ah. Hail, almighty chaos. Could unseal one of the other paths. Truly. What a stench.
You speak to me of nightmares. Here is one. This is your father's realm as once it was.
I won't be staying long.
You know something of time and dreaming. You wish your nightmares to become reality?
At last, a worthy opponent. Got you. Gods, what a monster.
To do about our poor summit. That ugly Typhon made it all the way out here, and he's been ruining everything. Well, we are not going to let him walk all over us.
And another.
That's something.
Scenic route down to your father's house. Gramps has the major regions of the underworld locked down, so come to think, that makes a lot of sense.
Lovely gift. Olympus, I accept this message. I have a backstage pass. Those sailors dropping in are probably the Titan's naval forces I've been vanquishing throughout the Rift of Thessaly above. I think I recognize a few out in the stands.
You expect me to believe you've been promoting our events? We're getting lots of word of mouth lately, sure, but you had nothing to do with it! Except by going away! Hello, Hades!
something. Doesn't belong here. To light my way. Illuminate my path. Flourish and reveal my path.
Yes.
Well then. Go then. We got them, Homer. Olympus, I accept this message. All right. little one. Good girl, Hecuba.
I watched the goddess Aphrodite seek you out. From her I learned a bit of how to influence the heart, but only when my strength is at its peak. And even then, I fear I pale in comparison. A goddess may cross your path. Thus we are bound.
Not happening. Flourish. Ash of the dead.
On more.
Nemesis.
Want a bit of extra gold? Then earn it. Now heads up, they're coming. Come on
Smackers.
in.
Race you.
Still here? Fine, you win. Ran into Artemis back there. Between her and now me, we must have done half the heavy lifting for you tonight.
Must be what I deserve, though, right? And don't worry, there should be plenty of foes ahead whom I shall have to deal with on my own. How is the goddess of the hunt this eve?
Seems well enough. We had a decent chat. Was beginning to think she's been avoiding me a while, though I can't imagine why she'd want to do a thing like that.
Nor I.
Go.
Bye, Nem.
And another.
That was all of them. I'll take it.
hold the stars.
How about two?
You'll soon feel better again, Cerberus.
You're going to love this. Feast your eyes on this.
You get out of here.
Spirits of despair, be gone.
Finally, the vengeful princess overcomes again the hellish monster standing in her way.
Feel better, Cerberus. This is it. Made it back here. I need this. Unseen. Ground floor. Ever-shifting chambers. Realign.
Ah, granddaughter, how kind of you to visit us again.
I'm here for you, gorgeous.
All right. down, girl.
Cerberus. Look who it is.
The monstrous hound of hell bears countless fangs as if to say, back off.
In shadow I serve.
To shadow you return.
Father, I'm afraid the matter on Olympus is more dire than we thought. For Kronos reawakened Typhon, who is very, very large, and dead set on destroying the palace of Zeus.
Such a predictable and reckless action on the Titan's part. Although your Uncle Zeus may not be quite as spry as when he and that monster previously clashed.
You don't seem so surprised. How did you all defeat Typhon before? I've never fought something like him.
Nor should you fight something like him, daughter. Let Zeus clean up his mess. His thunderbolt proved quite effective in the past. Although you'd think that an embodiment of storms and rage would be immune.
I'm not about to abandon our family to face this threat on their own.
Then you're in the wrong place. For if you think thwarting the Titan shall stop Typhon in turn, you're wrong. A monster such as that cannot be controlled. Go, see for yourself. Very well.
Cerberus, take care of him, okay? Be well, Lord Father.
Oh, daughter.
No heart that cannot break.
Few more chambers still.
Anything for you, love.
Until we meet again. This must be love.
It'll be a thing of beauty.
Something there. Hecuba, go fetch. More sand skulls. does not belong to you. Focus, Mel.
You're going to love this.
How about this? Some of Lord Charon's wares. The end of the path. Olympus, I accept this message. Quick dip. Refreshing.
The Hades girl returns. I understand your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus for the gods did not pan out. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters and all his terrifying stature, you at last understood your folly.
You awakened that monstrosity and call me vainglorious? Typhon is not going to take orders from you or anyone. He'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way, and I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue the same result. You overstep, Hades.
Anything for you, love.
I'd love for you to leave.
No heart that cannot break.
A new
my hex just yet.
We both know that is not what this is about, Titan. And all that plagues this world is not getting any better while we perpetuate it.
If not this world, my girl, then what is this about? Do you suppose? What is this about?
For my mother. Dig, please, Hecuba. Remains of Kronos. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. No turning back. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Strange, I think I feel a little stressed while I'm asleep. I'm supposed to be calm and relaxed. But then again, this is more like a nightmare, I suppose. Well, that makes much more sense. I'll just calmly wait here. Is that? Good news, sister. It took some doing, but I managed to persuade our father to let me hang on to his favorite spear a while.
You did. That's great. But where is it? I found no trace of any such weapon when I passed through here.
I have it secure, except I felt a little hesitant about handing it over. Or however you mean to get hold of it across this astral psychic, whatever you call it.
Zagreus, I need that spear. We need that spear. What misgivings could you possibly be having now?
Melinoe, you're asking me to permanently slay a member of our family whom I've never even met. I know it's important, but that doesn't mean I want to go through with it. I don't even know if I can.
Of course you can. What do you mean you don't want to go through with it? We're the children of the Underworld King and Queen. We do what is required of us, not merely what we desire.
You sound just like Father. There was a time I never could communicate with him either, and I sorely wish that he was dead and gone. I'm glad I never had the capability. I might have used it then.
I sound just like Father. Good. Yet there you go, comparing him to Kronos once again. Just because they're related doesn't make them anything alike. Nor is this situation remotely similar to the one you were in.
Oh, I don't know. My situation also involved family members desperately trying to kill each other.
We're trying to prevent that. At last, we'll discuss this more another night. I can't force you to cooperate with me, but I can haunt your dreams.
Well, it's a good thing I'm susceptible to threats. This was a lovely chat. See you some other nap time, then.
Count on it. And mark you my words, we're going to fix this situation. We're not going to let our family fall apart.
And settle for the last of it.
Brother, we shouldn't be fighting. I understand where Zagreus is coming from, but he hasn't had to go through any of this.
You know how late it is. Just go with the flow out there. That's what I do.
Let's have a look around. This wasn't on the list before. Good. Artemis.
Come on, man. Gotta tell me why you're really here. The three don't just send you out on long assignments like this. Wait, is it because of her?
Please, Eris. The princess ought to be addressed as such. And lest you forget, the details of my arrival are not for me to divulge. There must be something else we can discuss.
Oh, I can think of lots of things. I want to know what's going on with you two. I see the way you look up at her as she trots by. Maybe the three sent you here to set the two of you up?
You're trying to embarrass me. It isn't going to work. And besides, we both know the Fates have better uses of their weaving time than things like that.
Do they really? Thought they were all about meddling with the smallest details of everybody's lives. But you'd know better than me.
I know better than to be provoked like this.
Who is that shade across the river over there with all the parchment sacks? Never looks directly at me, but keeps glancing over as though it isn't obvious.
Oh, you must mean the record keeper, who's probably just intrigued by your beautiful song. And likely he's keeping meticulous track somewhere of each time you sing.
Well, it's a good thing I am not self-conscious in the least. Hey, record keeper, this one's for you.
Take shelter from the world above, in safety and in solitude. Sisters wait.
Best to keep track of each detail.
Lost and ever wandering, stranded after life across
Record keeper?
the moon lights your way through,
Welcome, Lord Charon.
twisting through the dark to find your refuge here. You welcome here and say,
Rubbish for recycling.
sisters wait. Moonlight guide you home tonight in shadow.
Hail, broker. Fair trade. Don't have the bones.
Unseen, hidden in the wild wood, sheltered by the dark, the silver sisters wait. The moon marks her passage,
More of this filth.
watching with
One more accomplishment.
I was thinking of putting these purifying salts to use, Headmistress. Call it a cleansing ritual. Would you accompany me?
A visit to the springs ought to rid us of unwanted thoughts for a while. Let us be cleansed together then.
Perfect.
like two nettles boiling in a cauldron, aren't we?
I remember bathing in this spring when I was very small. You would ask me never to splash your hair, and I would do it anyway. You were so tolerant of me.
Well, now at least you know the reason that your training was so rigorous. There came a point when even my vast tolerance for all your splashing finally wore thin.
Wait, you trained me to the height of my ability as a witch because I got your hair wet?
It was either that or transform you into a newt or something. Come off it, Melinoi. You are entirely too serious sometimes.
A lesson I've been unable to take to heart, Headmistress. I suppose it's been a while since we talked like this.
Yes, well, that's growing up for you. And present circumstances haven't helped either. This blasted hot spring got all covered up with moss and had been stagnant, I don't know how long. Being here again, it takes me back.
Do you think we'll be able to keep the moss from reclaiming this place again?
I'll watch the moss, you watch the splashing. Deal?
Deal.
Much better. Sometimes I think that hot spring could raise the dead.
Transmutation complete. Dark of chaos, light of moon, heed now my will. So mote it be.
Lost and ever wandering, stranded after life, across roads in the gloom.
Glowing reports. Goddess, latest reports said you encountered the King Vermin. Don't care if you're immortal. I'm relieved you made it back in one piece.
It can't be. I did confront a rodent of extraordinary savagery, but it was so little. I assumed the King Vermin was huge.
Tall tales. The King Vermin's wrath is inversely proportional to its stature, and its stature, as I understand, is very small indeed.
Ugh.
You got there. Come here to gloat, huh? I beat him. I beat the Titan. Well, hardly matters. He's still alive, you realize, don't you?
I wasn't coming here to gloat, and yes, I realize. But this is still a step. If I could vanquish Kronos once, I can do it again. And one of these nights, he's not going to come back.
Yeah, 'cause one of these nights I'll get my hands on him myself.
Then you can do the gloating, right?
Why do you keep doing this? You won, okay? You beat me. Before you even started. Last thing I need now is your sympathy.
Nemesis, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. We're surrounded by enemies out there. Do we really need more?
You're not my enemy, Melinoi. Just go.
Bye, Nem. You're safe here. Ready to come out? drink of the earth.
Ooh, good.
Hey now.
I've had these in my head for long enough. See. What say the cards this eve?
The Slayer of Titans returns! I must not partake in such extravagances, for my disciples are counting on my clear-eyed counsel and undivided attention. But tell you what, I'm gonna save this one for later when I'm off, okay?
What you call an extravagance, it must be nothing compared to the luxuries of my father's house. Yet you never want for anything, besides the occasional hit or two.
Word reached me that this past night you achieved what you set out to do, young one. Major congrats on that. All my disciples and myself salute you on a job well done.
Thank you, Commander. Though this was a step toward victory I never could have achieved if not for all the training and counsel from Headmistress, Odysseus, and yourself.
And she even gives credit where credit is due.
Into the cold. All right.
The monster Typhon is far from invincible, no matter how it seems. When first he dared attack Olympus long ago, I personally struck him down. But now he does seem more resistant to my lightning than before.
Shocking every time.
I have something for you. You have gone far since last we met, especially for someone with no steeds. Thus, I commend you, and may all of your future attempts in turn succeed. time can be controlled.
Maggot. One of these. Dead coral. Garlic, I think. Vermin dung. To face such cataclysmic times and all this tragedy. Truly, these are memorable nights. How fare your journeys to that cursed place the gods call home?
Eventful, in a word. Your concoctions have been broadly useful on the way. I always thought such magic focused on a single victim at a time.
Reach a certain point, and the world itself can be the single target of your wrath. Keep practicing, sorcerers. We've no shortage of enemies on whom to ply our trade. So moted me. Now, where was I with this?
Never cease. You look like you've a taste for blood. Come get your fill for now. Don't get underfoot. Battle! Shades of the dead. Truly a feat. Those magic tricks, you're borrowing that power. How can you trust it when strength belongs to you alone?
Magic and raw strength are not in opposition. Both ultimately come from within. They're just trained differently.
I don't think so, sister. You're drawing from the moon and the earth and who knows what else. But in this world, you can't rely on anybody but yourself. Been a pleasure.
What? There. Last one. In the name of Hades. think not. Shades are getting out of there. Imbued with greater strength. Message for me.
They're saying you got Kronos, didn't you, Sunshine? Last night, at least, but that's the Deathless Titans for you. Never staying down for long. You've something in mind for that, my sister says.
Not moonlight, that's for sure. Something's changed. Aphrodite.
So besides whatever innate satisfaction there may be in beating up that nasty old Titan, is there a grander plan in all of this for what we're going to do? Your little godling brother, is he going to be all right?
Down.
Valuable for you.
Hear me, on my authority. Get it, Hecuba.
Nap time already. Guess it's almost my bedtime. But first, a little bit of exercise.
Lights out. There. Shouldn't take too long. Next. In you go.
The path you face. The limits of my life.
The ship's helm. Transform.
Kronos must be getting right sore from all your meetings here, Witchy. But ain't learned a proper lesson yet. Much as it must be nice flattening him, starting to wonder what's the plan here besides that.
Excellent. Who dares disturb this monument? Warning set. Olympus, I accept this message. Yes.
Moss from ponds. Bubble, tea leaves, ocean breeze, briar thorns,
Evening,
and
little
wax
pigs.
of bee. How very fortunate! How regrettable to know Prometheus rebels against the gods. Surely he must see that his pursuit of vengeance shall not bring him any peace. Is there no reasoning with him?
He isn't much for talk, but then lately who is? We end up clashing just beneath the summit. Apparently, he always knows who's going to be the victor, even if it's me.
Oh, he's foreseen his own defeat before. Can you imagine, Poppet? To know of each and every ill awaiting you? I doubt if any punishment he has endured is worse than that.
I feel a little off. Lord Hermes.
I've always said you're quick to learn, you know. And sure enough, whenever I'd drop in, you'd be over a cauldron working some new spell. Well, this is it. Your time to work some magic for our sake.
Little spring in my step. The front of the fleet. In the name of Hades. Fine work as always. really never going to get out of my way, are you, Eris? You'd rather Typhon lay Mount Olympus to ruin. Although at that point, I suppose this war would end.
It sure would. But after that, things might not get too orderly for a while, and who knows what Typhon does from there. Think of the possibilities, babe.
Lunatic.
All right, fine. Open wide.
You started it. Now the climb. Well done there, Hecuba.
The Battle of Olympus hangs in the balance as the mountain's mechanical protectors and the Titan's forces continue to collide, shaking the heavens themselves.
All the world shivers. more? Burn brighter, Ignium. I'm back to put you out of commission again. Took me for a hobby or something. That's a feeling there. Cheers, Hermes.
Some flora.
tune-up. With Seleni's grace.
On to the next
On my
phase.
authority.
I ever tell you about the time I traveled east, across the seas? There's quite an island over there. Good people, too. You ever been to other parts of water? Hey, help yourself.
Have you had any run-ins with Prometheus? Since Kronos wouldn't dare show his face on this mountain, he must have sent this lackey of his to keep all of Olympus occupied.
Prometheus? He's back. I must be out of the loop. But he was still strapped to some mountainside, getting his innards gnawed out by an eagle. Something nasty of the sort.
That did supposedly occur, but he is definitely back, personally leading the vanguard trying to tear Olympus apart. If he prevails, no more feasting.
Come on, baby, it can't be all that bad. What's he gonna do, cook our food with the flame he took from Dad? Tell you what, next time you see him, tell him to stop by.
No, Ugh. In the name of Hades. Haste. Be not afraid.
A possible ally.
Golly. Good luck with your mission. Titan. Perhaps your so-called Master Kronos wants for you to fail. To suffer more than you already have. He seeks vengeance on the gods for overthrowing him before, when you were their ally.
I don't seek my master's forgiveness nor assume his loyalty. Alliances are born of shared goals, perhaps ideals, whereas the gods and I are at cross purposes.
Because they punished you for crimes you knowingly committed? What else could they have done after you deceived them and took from them?
I took nothing. Fire spreads, burns anything that stands in its path. The gods sought to imprison it, but I set it loose. Now at last, we each are free, and burning still. Go on, but all my wounds shall heal. They always do. You cannot break me. That I know.
Saw that coming.
Not even the intense heat rising from the mountain's central hearth can entirely dispel the chill here in the air. A gathering storm, not wrought by gods, but something else.
Something friendly? Clean. Looking forward to this.
Special delivery.
Some coins. There he is. Acceptable. Some plankton. That broodling again.
It is decided.
Next floor. Retreated. Almost to the top.
Here's what's in stock.
Lord Hermes.
Some scarce deliveries risked by swift Hermes represent what aid the gods can finally provide unto the Princess of the Dead, now that the summit of Olympus lies before her.
I'll take whatever I can get.
All right, Em, I don't want to hold you up now that you're here. You've got important business after all. Just making sure you made it in one piece.
Still in one piece, Lord Hermes, but we'll see how long that sticks. Though who knows, perhaps Typhon will flatten me instead of tearing me to shreds.
Oh, that is grim. Although you know what else is? This entire situation we're in. I mean, look at this place. So how about we both get out of here?
in the name of Hades.
everyone!
I'll get that blasted Typhon for this, Phrynos. Just you watch.
Disturb me thus, and I shall torment you for 3 eternities!
My greetings.
Another prophecy. You know, some of these fated prophecies are rather substantial. I shudder to think what might be on a list of major prophecies.
I trust this doesn't make you feel as though your service hasn't been of value, because certainly it has. However, the prophecies listed there are indeed minor in the grand scheme of things.
The grand scheme of things? As in all existence, the unfathomable past, unknowable future? That sort of grandeur, you mean?
Yes. The Fates preside over the smallest minutiae and the greatest of patterns. So don't take the idea of minor prophecies the wrong way. A small ripple can become a great wave.
Now you sound like Poseidon.
Back amongst the living.
What's possible? Power to change.
Hermes indicated you were instrumental in releasing Typhon's grip on Mount Olympus recently. I trust that your embattled relatives contributed their share to that result?
I may be just a frontline diversion in stopping the monster's attacks, but it worked. Lord Zeus at least was able to remind Typhon about the power of his lightning bolt. The others had their hands full someplace else.
The gods must be grateful for such an effective frontline diversion. And Kronos must be grateful for the brief reprieve as well. But carry on as you see fit. This was all part of the Titan's plan, and shall likewise factor into ours.
My thoughts exactly. Live and thrive.
Which sorts of foul monstrosities were the Olympians contending with of late? As if the Titans' armies weren't troublesome enough, now Typhon's brood.
Well, imagine horrors of all shapes and sizes. Each some mix of muscle, eyes, and teeth. They climb up from beneath the ground. Some practically ooze from the walls.
And I take it Typhon has far more of these children than even your Lord Uncle Zeus, and all spoiled rotten. Feuding families, the cause of most every great war I've known.
I'd not considered it that way.
Death to Kronos.
Hey, I know there's an extraordinary likelihood you're going to say no, but I've an extra special poison bottle here, and thought maybe we could split it at the taverna, you and I.
So damn polite. Well, it's less excessive if we split the bottle, I guess. You know what? Whatever. Sure. Come on, say it. Got your ass kicked. By me. Think that was when I first thought I had a chance. That Hecate would pick me. If I could take you just like that a few more times.
You're a monster, Nem. I practically started to fear having to spar with you. But the best way to get stronger is to train against a stronger opponent.
Maybe that's why I've been stagnating. We don't get to fight like we used to. Makes me sick even thinking about it.
Wait, you stand around thinking about how we used to spar? Should I be flattered or afraid?
Finish your half of the damn poison already. Don't have all night to sit around and stroke your ego. I swear, mortals take after our worst qualities.
I wasn't being serious. Though, maybe I'm more self-centered than I realize. I am part mortal on my mother's side.
Makes you different, I will give you that. Now come on, I gotta get back. Else Hecate might catch us making nice, and then neither one of us will hear the end of it. can feel the poison starting to kick in. You'd better get your ass out of here before I keel over.
It'll be our secret. Moonlight guide us and all.
Come on.
Death to Kronos, sir.
Oh, don't I wish.
Transmutation succeeded. Ooh. Grow strong.
There you are.
On behalf of Eris. What do I need?
We bid you welcome to the vanguard of the Underworld.
You were all the way up at the summit, weren't you? Commander, how am I to overcome a foe whose life force is completely undetectable? Typhon, the bringer of storms, conceals his strength from me, but it must have its limits.
You know, young one, most of us can't sense another's life force quite like you. We just hit each other till somebody ends up dead. Maybe there's signs, like cuts and bruises and whatnot.
He's not impervious. The gods have vanquished him before using sheer force.
Just let him have it. Works with everybody else.
Moonlight guide us.
Moonlight, yeah.
Kronos on my father's throne far below. Typhon threatening Olympus far above.